Photo mode. It's a common set of words we hear these days for games. But then what is it that attracts us to photo mode so much and wanting it to be in games? And does photo mode need to be in more games? Why is it important to people? Many questions to answer. So let's take a dive into a little history of this mode and see where it first originated officially and where it's come from since then. Most people will probably recall Halo 3 having a theatre mode which also acted as a photo mode of sorts for the game. But Halo 3 wasn't actually the first game to do this kind of mode, it seems. It turns out the first photo mode officially done outside of modding them into PC gaming at the time actually comes in the form of Gran Turismo 4. The game initially released on the 20th of December 2004 and it included two modes in it. The first mode allowed the player to go into photo travel mode. In this mode, you would take pictures in preset locations such as Guan, Times Square, and other such locations. Though this is the more restrictive of the two modes, as you was only set to one angle and then you had to work with what you had to take the picture that you just wanted with cars that weren't your own. The other mode was replay photo mode. In this mode, you was able to save replays and then watch them back and use them to take pictures of your car in action as you was driving around the track. Both of these modes are fun in their own way, and the game allowing these to be saved in good quality on a PS2 memory card was amazing for the time. It's kind of similar to how San Andreas did it, where you would be allowed to save pictures that you took with the camera to your memory card to view them later. Personally, I like taking pictures in the already set up locations, but then there is something charming about snapping a really good action shot of your car in action in a race. Ah, fantastic. But while these modes are super fun, however, it still feels like a very limited mode to work with, though I guess with it being a more car focused game, they felt people would want to see the cars more than the scenery, so we wouldn't be seeing any amazing pictures of the environments anytime soon. But even with it being limited, some of the results of the pictures were amazing for the time. It wasn't until the 25th of September 2007, when Halo 3 came out, that we saw a more expanded kind of photo mode. Theatre mode allowed the player to grab many amazing kind of shots with a less restricted camera, and allowed you to attach the camera to any of the NPCs on the map. The mode would save the whole match you played and would allow you to go back and do edits, or in some cases take some sweet pictures. Also on top of this, it allowed you to record gameplay. Recorded footage and screenshots taken within theatre mode could then be saved and uploaded to your file share, which was an easily accessible profile feature that anybody in a pre-game lobby could view. If you happen to be lucky, however, your screenshots would end up being put into Bungie's favourites, which would make your screenshot show up on every player's main menu as soon as they booted up the game. So it was the start of a community screenshot and footage sharing with ease on a console. From here, Bungie kept up this trend and just made the mode and community use of it really easy to access and use as well. From here on out, game companies tended to lean more to featuring a photo mode in their games. Some added more options like filters and depth of field, and so on. While not every game released has the feature, a lot tend to these days. Some that come to mind are Ghost of Tsushima, Control, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, The Outer Worlds, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. The list goes on. Or however, you might find games that didn't originally have a photo mode, like the first 3 Uncharted games on PS3, got it added in the Nathan Drake collection on PlayStation 4. But while the mode itself is all good, what makes it amazing to have, and why is it so important that people want it in games? To some, photo mode allows them to do what is called virtual photography. Much like real life photography, it gives you the freedom to take amazing shots, but the difference here is there are no restrictions and you can bend the world to your will, so to speak. Some games allow you to change the time of day on the fly, as well as shadow placements, or even change the current pose the character is in, or heck, you can even change the sun direction if you wanted. Some games that do this are Horizon Zero Dawn, and even Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. All this equals to that escape and that unrestricted way for people to experience a hobby they may not get a chance to do in real life, due to some cameras being expensive, or they are unable to do it in their own hometown. It also allows people to show their appreciation for a game and to show off many small details the developers put into the game that sometimes can go unnoticed for many years. So this is why I believe photo mode plays an important role in games these days and should always be considered as a feature for future titles, more so with the next generation of consoles and games coming soon. Thanks for sticking through the video. Here is a little slideshow of some awesome photo mode shots taken by some good friends of mine and myself. Always keep up being creative no matter the medium you choose.